And if I do plan on having children, would I be a stay-at-home mom? If he was still on the road, I guess I would for a little bit. I don't think I could be a full stay-at-home mom like all through the child's years. Maybe enough to get through the baby stage and then send him to daycare and then on to kindergarten. He or she, I don't know why I said he. But no, probably not. I would be a very hands-on mom, without a doubt. I love doing, like, you know, really cool creative things and crafts and things like that, but I would still have to work part-time, do something outside of my child just to kind of keep that self-independence of myself. I don't know, that's just how I am. So probably not, but maybe for a little bit when he was first born. Do you ever get jealous when Guitar Hero has yelling and screaming girls in the audience? And that's really a funny question because most girls you think maybe would, maybe some girls and bands do, but if you just knew him, no, you wouldn't get jealous because he's terrified of girls to begin with, and he's so focused on music he doesn't even know that they're out there half the time. I mean, geez, it took him like 3 times to even notice me. But in all honesty, I kind of find it very flattering that these women are screaming for him and like going, oh my god, you know. And yet I get to go home with him, and I don't ever have to worry about them ever going home with him because he's so trustworthy, and there's no fear of him cheating or me cheating on him. We just have so much trust in our relationship. So no, I don't get jealous. I find it very flattering and kind of a turn on. So there's that answer. What irritates you the most about Guitar Hero? Let's see. His ability not to think he's good enough sometimes. He is the most amazing guitar player, and he is you would have to know him. People in town love him and just praise his work and say that he has got amazing work ethic and he's talented and gifted and so humble about it. But he never thinks he's strong enough or good enough in doing what he does, and he needs to work harder. And I'm like, you just gotta take a breather. You're good. You're really good at what you do. You just gotta step away for a minute. And I guess that would be kind of irritating. And also the fact that he's always on his phone. He has gotten better about it though, so I'll give him credit for that. But I mean, he's constantly booking other gigs and things and going through his calendar and working on band things that need to get done or working on other session stuff he has to do. He's constantly got other projects in the works, and so that it's very annoying sometimes. That's why I love the mountain trip so much, because he actually turned the phone off for me. Next one, you seem to like antiques. Have you ever thought about living in a cabin? I love antiques, but I don't know if I would ever consider living in a cabin. I'm not much of a woodsy girl, so I don't know if I would want to live out in the middle of nowhere. Guitar Hero, on the other hand, would love that. He's very outdoorsy, loves the mountains, loves all that kind of stuff. No, not for me, but yeah. What is you and Guitar Hero's story? I will kind of do the short story of it if you want to know more. I think if you go to my sidebar, it says Stories of a Guitar Hero and a Princess. I think it's under Living Our Love Song. So if you click on that, it has more of our story. But basically, we met in a music video. He smiled at me, I smiled at him. We definitely caught eyes that way. I did a video with a friend, and she had made friends with a couple guys in the band, and they invited us to dinner. Or in other words, I wouldn't have gone because I was actually in a three relationship at the time, and he didn't really talk to me too much at the dinner. In fact, he kind of drilled me with questions in not so nice way, but it was just his guard up, because he's very guarded, because you really can't trust everybody in this business, sadly. And I guess he was kind of worried why, you know, if I had a boyfriend while I was there, but it was really for my friend. And the second time we went out to meet them, they were in a show near where we lived in Kentucky at the time, and I went out, and I tried to get him to talk to me there. Maybe I was like, maybe he'll be cool this time, but no, wasn't cool that time either. Finally, the third show I went out to, we hit it off. We became really good friends. He helped me through my breakup with the guy I was with, and I didn't break up with him, and he didn't encourage me to break up with that guy. It was just we were going down 2 different roads, and he had a previous relationship like that, so it was very easy for him to comfort me and to let me know that, you know, it is okay and it's for the best if that's what you really want to do, but do what you want to do and not what somebody else wants you to do. And he helped me through that. We stayed really good friends, and I ended up moving to Nashville. Not for him, I wanted to move to Nashville before I ever actually met him. But he helped me through my move, and, you know, he was a friend to go out with and to show me around some places. And about a few months, maybe 4 or 5 months after I moved here, we finally decided to start dating. So it was almost a year I'd been broken up with the guy I was with before I started dating him. So anyways, that's our story. It can be romantic if I really wanted to, like, you know, really get into it, but that's the short story of it. We met in a music video, we hit it off. I left my boyfriend and came to Nashville, and we've been happily ever after ever since then, so there. Like I said, you can go over, I'm pretty sure it's under Living Our Love Song, and you can maybe see a more detailed story into that. Do you collect anything? Yes, I do. I collect postcards. I love to travel, and postcards are such an easy thing to collect because they're everywhere you go, and they're really cheap, and they don't take up a lot of space. And that's actually what I collect. I collect postcards of everywhere I've ever gone, and I just, they come out really cool because I got these 2 maps that I hang up, and I just post the postcards around it, and it's really cool, and it's always a conversation piece. People always are like, wow, you've been there, and been there, and been there. And maybe not so much anymore that I'm dating Guitar Hero, because he's gone everywhere, and everybody who comes to our house are friends with him, and they usually go everywhere, so it's not as cool now. But when I lived in Kentucky at the time, it was really cool. What was the first picture you and Guitar Hero ever taken, and where were you? It was at the 3rd show, the one I finally got him to talk to me at. We actually rode a mechanical bull together, and somebody had taken a picture on that. And it was in Akron, Ohio. I don't remember the name of the bar. It was an awesome bar. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of it. But that was our first picture ever taken together, and that's where we were. And where can you go line dancing in Nashville? I don't know. I really wish I had an answer for this question, because actually I had somebody recently who just moved to Nashville ask me the same thing. And as far as my knowledge, you really can. I guess. I mean, I guess there's some place. I'll try to look that up for you, and or ask around, and maybe I'll post it somewhere at the bottom of one of my posts one day. So just keep an eye out on that. I'm really sorry I can't answer that. But if you want to line dance, just go down to any bar you want and line dance. You know, people don't really judge around here, and a lot of times people will actually give a line dance with you. In fact, we were out last night at one of Guitar Hero's shows downtown, and they played a song, and these 2 girls started line dancing, and then next thing I know, there was 10 people line dancing, and it's not a line dancing bar. So just feel confident enough to go out there and do it, and in this town, everybody will pretty much join in because people are cool like that. So, like I said, I'm really sorry I really don't know a real line dancing bar in Nashville, but I will definitely look around and try to ask for you and get you that answer. Do you ever sit around in each other's company all day and just sing songs and write songs together? No. I do not sing. Guitar Hero really doesn't sing either. I have written music, but it was back when I was like out of high school, and never with him, and it's very private, and he's actually never even seen it before. Maybe one day I'll show him some of that stuff, and we could put music together with it. We have talked about writing a song together. We just haven't done it yet. So no, we don't do that. But we do sometimes sit around all day, and he'll play for me all day long, any song I want. And if I want him to learn a song, he'll learn a song for me and play it, which is really, really awesome and really nice and relaxing sometimes. So if I want him to play, he's really good about that, and he'll just sit and play it for me all day.